Hey everyone, I just wanted to make this follow-up video to the original video, what happened to me when I went to VCAT, which was about a VCAT application that I made in Victoria, Australia, which was for a washing machine and dryer which were damaged, which I allege was from criminal damage, and I made the application on the basis that those things were kept in a communal laundry which anyone could get to, and I felt that the landlord was liable for the damage because they weren't kept in a safe place. So I just wanted to thank everyone for watching the original video, and if you haven't watched it, you can find it on my YouTube channel, but anyway, I'll get stuck into it. Basically, the situation has gotten pretty weird because the landlord have actually placed a washing machine in my washing machine space, and I'll go through what happened. So this is pretty weird because that it's now that was placed in my space on the 8th of the 12th 2021, and my washing machine was damaged on the 26th of the 4th 2016. So it's been nearly 4 years. So I wanted to explain to you what happened in the last 4 years, and I also wanted to include a video of the police officer who attended that day because I didn't include it in the original video. So I'll play that for you now, and then I'll recap everything that's happened in the last 4 years. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I was going to ask, how long have you lived here?
I've been here for 3 3/4 years.
Filming now?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just for my records,
Okay.
for court and so
So
forth.
you lived here 3.5 years?
3 3/4 years,
And how
nearly
long has
4
this
years.
person lived here?
I've got no idea.
Are you renting?
Yeah, it's renting.
Alright. Not to say that you should have to move out, but considering it's obviously causing angst for you, is that been a consideration in terms of
No,
living
my daughter
arrangements?
goes to a school in this area, and he has caused another woman to move out who also had an intervention order against him. And I think it's ridiculous for me to have to defend myself against him and move out, and for her to move out, and everyone just basically support this guy. It doesn't make sense, you know.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you're saying suggests that anyone's being supported over anyone else. Does this person own their property or rent it?
No, this is Housing Commission.
Okay. Well, have you lodged complaints with housing? They're aware of what the situation is with the order?
I've made complaints to them, and they haven't done anything about it, and the other woman made complaints to them, and she didn't get any support either, and she ended up moving out, and that's obviously completely unfair. Obviously, I prefer to have her living here. He causes heaps of problems for myself. He did for her. He causes problems for other people. He turns people against other people.
It doesn't sound like a very pleasant place to live, regardless, even if you weren't involved with things. It doesn't sound like
No,
very
I'm
pleasant.
perfectly happy living here, but that man has been violent towards me and other people in the block, and he's still living here. So there's no reason for me to move. I'm not a criminal. I'm not attacking people. I'm not accusing anyone of anything that they haven't done.
Well, if I can find any appropriate referrals, do you feel? It doesn't sound like you feel like you've had adequate support in aspects of this situation. So, if there's anything
I'm
that
just
I can find
filming
for
from
you-
my records, just so you
What
know.
is it?
I'm filming from my records.
Ah, yeah, that's fine.
Go
Listen, I've done the door knock of what's happening. So from what I understand, upstairs we have a laundry, separate laundry. So
Yeah.
so it's only the people downstairs that use it.
Sorry?
It's only the people that are downstairs.
No, but anyone
It's a
has
laundry.
access to that.
Yeah, so anyone could have done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm friends with virtually everyone else here, and this is a person that has been violent towards me before. Like, he's also smashed a clay planter in my side yard. He uses my side yard as a rubbish
Yeah.
bin. I'm saying that he's violent because he has been violent before.
There's no doubt that there are issues between the two of you. I can't even see your face. It makes me uncomfortable if I'm just staring into your
No, I'm
tablet
doing
rather
this
than
for
talking
my
to the
records.
person.
It's a lot easier for me to film than to write everything
And
down.
anyway, I've done some reports already, so if you want to claim for insurance, you can just get access to a report and go ahead from
Okay.
here.
Are you going to give me something in writing for that?
Right, as I said, I'm going to go back to the office, and once I get back to the office, I'll text you a number or email you a number.
Sorry,
A report for the what you've.
Well, hang on a minute. What exactly do you want from here? I'm confused here.
well, I reported this has been smashed because
Yeah.
I suspect
Yeah.
that man has done it, and I
Okay.
was hoping that you would investigate it to find out whether or
Yeah.
not.
So what I'll
it
do
has.
is, I've done reports already.
Yeah.
You get access to a report. I'll give you a report number. And
Okay.
You can take it to your
So
insurance.
can you write that down for me?
Once I get back to you, investigate it. All right.
Okay.
There's no report number to give you right now because that report is accessed via computers back
Okay.
at the office.
So will you be posting that to me?
I want to call you and give you a number.
Okay, thanks.
Do you want it in the post as well?
No, it would. To be honest, it would be easier just to post it to me.
Okay, so we won't
Yeah.
text it to you, we'll just send it in the mail.
Thank you.
At the moment, is that if he was to say no to the allegation of damaging it, as you can appreciate, with no one seeing who's caused the damage,
Yeah.
ultimately, whether you think it's him or not, in front of a magistrate, it's not possibly going to be able to be determined
Yeah.
who's caused that damage.
Yeah.
Do you appreciate that?
So if I just get the report that you give me, that would be good. And if you post it by mail, that would be easier than texting it to me.
Right over. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Okay, so that video was the police officer that it attended on the day that my washing machine was damaged. And the other voice that you can hear was the male officer who attended, who is the person who wrote the LEAP report. So just to recap on everything that happened, on the 26th of the 4th, 2016, my washing machine was damaged, which meant that I couldn't use it anymore. On the 11th of the 5th, 2016, my dryer cord was cut. On the 17th of the 8th, 2017, the landlord sent out a notice to the tenants saying that they were going to change the locks. And I didn't include that notice in the previous video either, so I wanted to make sure I put it in this one. So from this note, we can see that nothing happened to me, according to everyone involved, and there wasn't enough evidence to give me compensation, but for some reason they needed to change the locks. Then by the 10th of the 9th, 2017, other people were putting their washing machines in my washing machine space. And by the 11th of the 2nd, 2018, I was just left with an empty space in the laundry because I did ask the landlord to remove the washing machine that was put there by one of the other tenants, and they did get that done for me. Either they got it done for me or the tenant moved it on their own. I don't know which actually happened. And also by the 12th of the 4th, 2018, which is how long it took me to make a VCAT application regarding this. So it took me a whole 2 years to try to get compensation for what happened. But anyway, as we all know, my application was refused. And on the 12th of the 3rd, 2020, I bought myself a small hand washer from TVSN, which actually broke, but that was one effort that I made to wash my own clothes. And I also wash my clothes in a bucket, and I've also been using a laundrette to wash my clothes because the larger things like towels and sheets and doona covers are pretty hard to wash by hand. So anyway, and then we come back to this, which is what has happened most recently. That is on the 8th of the 12th, 2021. The landlord has actually put a washing machine in my space. And not only have they put it there, but they emailed me saying that it was for my use and that I wasn't allowed to put my own things in the laundry, which of course is a complete turnaround from everything that I've been told in my tenancy. And it's pretty weird. It's weird for me to see, and I don't know what to make of it because I don't know how this came about. So I won't draw any conclusions from that. I just wanted to fill everyone in. And as always, if anyone has any questions about it, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. Bye.